Today we in New York City, up in Harlem, New York, Sugar Hill section. Meet with one of the premier street team promotions masters, my man Sincere. This man has worked with all the top wheel labels, Warner, Electric, Atlantic, reggae music with VP Record. He worked with artists like Biggie, TLC, Usher Raymond. He worked for large companies like MyTech, Monster Cable. He's the man behind the Beats by Dre launch and promotion. This is a good one. Tune in.
Today's show is brought to you by All Sports Stars, living the dream. Welcome to the Middle-Aged Man Show, the only show where we still got it, but the clock is ticking. I'm Sucio. I'm here with my man, Divine Knowledge.
We are here in the iconic Harlem, USA, visiting Twisted Boutique in Harlem. A good friend of mine, Sincere, runs the place with his partner, Jamal. We're going to pop up on them and see what they got cooking today.
Yo, what up? Peace,
What's going on, family? One love.
What's up? Thanks for having us over. Saturday. Good. What's up the spot, bro? We here. Man, come on in, man. So I can show you all around. We gotta check it out. Come on.
Some of the stuff that's coming out for the fall collection.
Oh man, you know, as you see, we got, we represent Harlem. We represent Harlem to the fullest. So we got different things. If you're into t-shirts and everything like that, this is our brand. I don't know if I showed this to y'all earlier. I may have. But what we do is we license, that's the key, we license iconic scenes and iconic moments in Harlem history and movies and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And then we put them on t-shirts. You know what I mean? We love that for the culture. That's what we do. You know what I mean? And then we got a whole bunch of other things. We do our hats. We also, we have varsity jackets. We do all the little varsity jackets and everything, keeping it gangster, keeping it real gangster for everybody.
Wow, I like this. One. This is nice. Oh my God, can I rock this? Try this on.
Try it on,
Oh my
bro.
God, man, I love
As
it.
you should.
I love
Let me hold that for you.
Oh man, yo, I love
And
it.
you see what he's standing in front of. A lot of times, a lot of these kicks you can't.
Wow, this is fly. This is fly. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Classic joints. You know what I mean? According to my man Dap, you shit me or you kidding? So that's what we do. We just try to bring a little flavor, and then also traveling and being blessed enough, man, to really get to see different places and do different things. Because as a young man, I was hustling. I had record stores and everything, so I was able to go to. I was in California before cats was going to California. I was out going to Atlanta and stuff before Atlanta was popping and all that kind of shit. So I really got to see a whole bunch of different things. And within the music business, what they do is before they start ripping you off, talking about you owe all this money because it's recoupable, they put you in the nicest shit that you can imagine, and you see beautiful shit. The only thing they don't tell you is you're gonna pay for it at the end of the day. It's like, yo, you just absorbing it as a youngster. You absorbing all of this stuff and doing all of this and that. We stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. I could have stayed at the Hampton Inn if I knew it was going to be coming out my bag at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. But I got to see beautiful things. So that's why we bring in different kind of pieces. A lot of the stuff that we bring in, as you see, it's not we're not trying to bring in. We bring in iconic. We bring in some culture. We bring in pieces from Italy, things of that nature, real joints. It's not no joke. You know what I mean? You want to play hard.
That looks like the stuff from the movie Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh man, it might well be. Very easy. We have all of our soaps. Keep you right. You know what I'm saying? They all vegetable oil based and everything. We try to keep it real clean. Try to keep it real positive for the black community. All the products that actually, a lot of the products that you see here come from different places. Like if you look at some of these tags, you see they come from Uganda, they come from Senegal, they come from Vietnam, they come from from India, different places. Because what we try to do is we try to buy goods that are actually going to go back and
this is a serious piece.
Village, you know what I mean?
This is a helicopter?
So when we're buying these things, that money that goes back $25, $40 to us might not seem like a lot, but $20, $40 in Vietnam might feed a whole village. And that's really important to us because we want to try to sustain life, man. I mean, real life. You know what I mean?
Wow, guys, you guys gotta come check this out. Look at this piece. BIGPOPPA. Come on, check this out. Look at this thing. It's amazing. Look at this.
This is incredible. This guy. Look at this piece.
But now, Sincere, can you tell us how did you get this? This is just amazing. What an amazing piece.
See, you know, called the cops on me when I was in front of the store.
Fulton Street. Fulton and St. James.
Put that down. Can you explain how did you get this? I mean, this is just amazing.
Yeah, classic piece. Must have had. I was supposed to get this piece so long ago, I forgot I was even gonna get it. As you see, where's the number at? You see a number on the box?
396 of 850.
396 at 850.
But look at this box though. It's got the whole Biggie Smalls thing.
Yeah, Visible Bully.
Visible Bully. This is definitely a classic piece of history.
If he was down with Bad Boy, I might have got me in that. You know what I mean?
Wow, this is just amazing.
He really had to be there.
So that's part of the promotional.
Nah, that's just like the anniversary. We went through 30-year anniversary or something like that.
Wow, amazing place you have here, Sincere.
Oh, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. You know, we're just trying to do something good in the hood, man. We out here in Harlem. A lot of things is going on with the youth and everything, man. RIP, PNB. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on with the youth, man. So if they see some positive folks in front of them, man, who actually went through a whole bunch of things growing up too, you know, this is the Middle-Aged Man Show, so you know how we got to get down. I'm definitely a middle-aged man, and I'm blessed to be here. And don't forget, man, don't ever be afraid to show your age, man, because a lot of people have been denied that opportunity, man. So I'm just blessed to be here. I'm glad my brothers is here. Fine knowledge. I know this cat for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brother. Brooklyn all day. Yeah, listen, brother. Congratulations. All praise due to the Most High. Bless you and your family for this. What you have going on here. I love it. And this is not your first endeavor. Back in the day, you started off in the record shop, right? You were at the record store.
Yeah, we had a record store on 52nd and Avenue D.
42nd.
On 42nd and Avenue D. Yeah, in Brooklyn, right off Avenue D in Flatbush.
Big up.
As usual. And had another little spot, another little endeavor down there off of Livonia down there in East New York as well. So I've been dibbling and dabbling in businesses for a long time, just trying to figure it out, man.
That was with Squid. Squid was helping out.
Exactly.
D-Life, aka Hollywood.
Yeah,
we had the Ike Love tapes.
D-Life, my man, D-Life.
D-Life, legendary.
DJ Clue, all of that. We going back in the days. I'm talking about when you could walk around and, you know what I mean? Just enjoy yourself and go out and have a good time and stay in your hood just like it is now, man. Stay in your hood, represent some goodness, man. Uplift people. So that's what we used to do. So I had stores since I was like 18 years old. And running around in the streets and everything was showing me a whole bunch of different vibes. I wasn't really smart as business. And I'm trying to figure it out. So we hustling and we taking that money and trying to do stores thinking that, you know, we gonna be able to come up, but we wasn't connecting the dots. So after a long period of, you know, trial and error, finally got it together, got sick and tired and getting sick and tired. Came out of Clinton Correctional Facility, and I'm sitting there for about 3 years actually watching all these videos. I'm seeing Heavy D and Puffy and all of these cats doing their numbers on the screen, and I'm like, damn, I know these cats. And here I am sitting here wasting my life, got an opportunity to get out, and just turned around and started doing different things, man.
I remember when you came home, I bumped into you. You was doing some hustling. You had some gear. You had some merch, and we had met up on at Hula Hands in Lexington, 42nd and Lexington. Mm-hmm. They had to do the after work party they used to have on Friday nights after work. Mm-hmm. I remember that, and that's what the beginning. He was telling you he was going to get involved in doing some music, putting up snipes and promoting records and
I started doing snipes and everything. Shout out to VP Records,
VP,
#1
yes sir.
reggae record company distributor in the world probably right now. But yeah, I got involved, man. They started, I started doing it. I wasn't making no money or nothing, but I wasn't making no money in jail either. So it was like, the little money I was getting from there, I was able to start providing for my family and doing the right thing. Had a son that really put me in a different focus of where I'm gonna be at, how I'm gonna interact with him, and how can I infuse some goodness into his life. So I had to chill out on a lot of things, man.
Who were some of the artist projects you worked on early on?
Yo, let me see. We had One Love Entertainment. So we had the 10 Thieves. I don't know if you people even remember.
Yeah, them boys Stretch.
10 Thieves, that was Stretch, Peter Paul,
Paul,
all them cats, VP.
The 10 Thieves,
yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's the Buddha Stretch coming through the catch back on the 1-2. What is it? I'm storming like a blizzard when I come through. The matter is not a scatter, shatter, chitter, chatter. Not bitter, but better than those that's butter, cause I'm
I worked Bounty Killer. We actually, the first joint that the Fugees ever produced was my man Dave actually got with Wyclef for them and asked them to produce a joint for this kid named Bounty Killer. It was like an opera type of joint. First there was this love. That was the first joint the Fugees produced as a crew.
Look at that. That's amazing. And we all know the amazing success that the Fugees have had over so many decades. Tell us about your brand.
Oh, my brand, Twisted. So, Twisted, what it is, as a kid growing up, New York, Brooklyn, moving around, because we always moved around because we from Brooklyn. So, we went to every borough and did everything possible that we can get away with. We never really knew what we wanted to do, so we was always twisted. We was always conflicted. What to do? Should we do this? Should we do that? Should we do this? Should we do that? So as we grew up, my partner, Jamal, his uncle and no family had this spot right here that's called Twisted. It's been twisted in Harlem for 50 years.
50 years?
OG, at least 50 years. OG Cricket. This was his spot. So he told me about, listen, I got a spot over here in Harlem, man, that we could probably do something with it. I came here and seen it, and that was it. 140th Street, where we're at right now, it's 140, but y'all can look it up too. It's Big L. This is Big L Street. So they just renamed it over the summer. And this block here was no joke. If you didn't know somebody, you wasn't coming down on this block. You was now moving around on this particular block. You was not walking through it. There's a post office about 4 or 5 doors down. Mail would stack up, boy, because you have to find the right day and the right time to come through and get your mail. Do that.
You're talking about Big L from the legendary DITC crew.
Yes, indeed.
Digging in the crates, guys. All right.
Hey, yo, you better flee hops or get your head flown 3 blocks. L keep rappers' hearts pumping like Reeboks. And every year I gain clout and my name sprouts. Some brothers will still be virgins.
Ladies and gentlemen, come visit. Come here to Harlem, iconic neighborhood, 140th Street. Come check it out.
But we ain't conflicted no more, so it's still twisted, but we doing different things.
I think it takes maturity and finally reaching the middle-aged man status to really find your way and find your path. They always say extremely successful men start their path at their 40s and 50s. I think we finally reached the maturity to really take it to the next level.
So tell me, after you said, tell me some of the other artists you were working with when you were doing the...
I work with a lot of artists, man. So I did VP, from VP Records, I went over to Electra, Rick Brown, Sylvia Rome, all of them was over there, so we was promoting some different things. I actually was one of the first projects that I worked was my man Livio Harris brought me on to do this young lady by the name of Adina Howard, A Freak Like Me.
Wow.
Yeah, so we blew that song up, blew it out the water, and it's been moments like that ever since. I got out of Electra, I went down and worked with a couple of labels down south that would remain nameless. Was out on the West Coast for a minute, working with them. Got involved with technology. Went to a company called MyTech.
MyTech.
Because, yeah, you remember
with Laser.
Yes, with Laser. So, boom. So, MyTech was a company, we used to make audio goods, and that was my introduction into technology because music gangs started getting so messed up. Had to figure out, how we going to pivot to the next thing? How is music, how is entertainment really going to be transmitted and everything? Because they copying all the CDs. You can't even make no money because niggas got your CD. You spend $2 million in a studio doing your joint. And this is you got to remember, this is back in the days. We wasn't sitting in our living rooms and our closets hitting beats and putting them on YouTube and all that. It wasn't none of that. So you spend $2 million that got advanced to you from a label that they had to recoup and make your songs and everything, and then you walking down the road or whatever the case may be, and this cat got a stack of your joints that he done bootleg. So I had to go and try to figure it out because I knew the money was drying up. I got into technology, got into a technology company, started doing speakers. And because I was in the music business, what goes better than speakers and amplified music with the music companies? So I thought about this little plan, and I got with my man, the White, used to have this spot called Drive By Mobile Marketing. He had Hummers and all kinds of whips, and he was doing all these promotions for these record labels. We got together and I started giving them amps and speakers and all kinds of shit. And he was the street team, and we were killing the streets. We had the baddest vans and the baddest joint. He was working with Def Jam at the time, and we was killing it. Everywhere we went, we shut it down because we had all the gear. Because I was MTX, I was MyTech. MyTech, if you actually go back and you check it out, if you're familiar with the movie Soul Plane, all that gear that you see around the plane in Soul Plane, that's all my placements. Different stuff. All them silver amps and stuff, that was called, all of that was different gear that we was making at MyTech.
So, Sam, tell me, when did you transition to Monster? That was the move from MyTech to Monster. How'd that happen?
I had to go. So I'm going to these shows called the Consumer Electronics Show, CES. They start every January.
In Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas, yeah. So I go into those shows with MyTech, and I'm also doing SEMA, which is the car show at the end of the year. You show all your goods, and we used to customize all the cars and everything. So I'm at going to CES, and this booth, Monster, is so huge, man. And Monster, as a brand and as a marketing guy, that just excited me. I was like, wow, this is dope. You understand what I'm saying?
They made the cables, Monster cables.
Yeah, Monster cables. They made cables, and I knew about them from studios and everything because they ran all the cabling and all the wiring in the studios.
Okay.
So, boom, I was like, wow, I got to check the cats out. And my guy at MyTech is so busy talking about, oh, my marketing guy is great and this and that, and them and him and the owner of Monster friends, and so they talk.
Noel Lee.
Yeah, Noel Lee was the owner of Monster.
Okay.
And Lloyd Ivy is the owner of MyTech.
Gotcha.
So them two is talking and everything. So I get an opportunity to go and see Monster at a custom home theater show in Minneapolis or somewhere, Minnesota, some fucking godforsaken place I wouldn't really go back to. So my wife, God bless her, she was like, yo, you got to go down there and talk to them people. I'm like, I'm not going down there and talk to them. I went down there, and actually, probably one of the best things that happened in my career. I went down there, got an opportunity to meet Kevin Lee, which is the son of Noel, and chopped it up with him for a little while, 12 o'clock at night on a back alley, eating some nasty burgers and french fries somewhere. And I was telling him, like, yo, y'all brand crazy. Look at your name, Monster. That's
And speaking of Monster, I see you have some other stuff carried here at the store.
I definitely do have Monster.
Come get all of the top of the line stuff here at the store on 140th Street.
That's number one. That's number one. If you spin around once later on, you're gonna see it. But we got Monster products around. So I got with them. A couple of months later, they actually gave me an opportunity to join their little team and everything like that. I go and join their team, and it's a bunch of tech cats walking around, because these ain't speakers and cars and stuff. These is tech cats. These cats is making cables and all kind of stuff. So everybody over there basically is walking around in some New Balance and khaki shorts. San Francisco. I'm kind of bugging. I'm a Brooklyn kid. I'm used to being involved in different things. So I go and we start actually, though, products were super dope. Like the technology and the products they were making, they were making at that time, they were making consoles for your house that were phenomenal. And Noel was just genius. He was doing all kinds of stuff. So anyway, we had CBS one year or whatever, and we started talking. Start taking him. He had this thing called surround sound. That's where we was at. We was at surround sound. Noel Lee's a sound engineer. This dude was incredible. His sound is incredible. So we doing surround sound. So we're bringing in a whole bunch of different artists and everything to try to redo those albums in surround sound. And you got to understand, it's like you're in a movie theater. So the round is engulfing your whole
experience.
It's just a totally different experience. So we're doing all of that. And then this guy y'all might know by the name of Steve Jobs comes with this little device.
The legendary Steve Jobs from Apple.
Yeah, he comes with this little device, and it's like we at CES, and got a spotlight on this little device. He's got a big ass room. We had remember, this is the Consumer Electronics Show. It's huge. So he's got a booth with a spotlight just on this one little thing sitting in a showcase like that. Spotlight, poof. The rest of the booth empty. What the hell is that? You know, everybody's bugging out. When we come to find out, another room you go into, he's got like a room full of CDs. But he's using like singles. Single, you know how you used to be able to get the single? It used to be a CD and it'd be like on a single. You just have that record, you might have a B-side or something. And that room is filled up. And the question was, which would you rather carry around? So it was this, or would you like to carry all of these? And there's no way possible you're carrying around all that music.
All these crates of records and CDs and what have you.
Everything was inside of this device.
Everything's in your pocket now.
This is it. It wasn't even a phone then.
This is the introduction of the iPod.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the iPod.
This was the iPod.
I mean, that changed everything.
You changed the game.
You went
Stop making speakers.
I remember when we were younger. Remember, guys, we used to carry the cassette tapes. We had our Walkman. We had to flip it around. Yep. Then we had it on CDs, and on CDs, you had to literally hold it like this, or the thing would skip. You know, so that really changed the game. You were there right at the beginning of it.
It was crazy.
That was history. That was an iconic moment in the world, for the world.
It was a game changer. And then you got to remember, you used to walk around with these headphones and everything that used to look like you just had surgery on your brain. That wire, they had the coat hanger thing coming across here to hold the earmuffs on. It used to look crazy. You used to walk around with headphones and people would be like, yo, what is this guy doing?
Did you guys ever walk around with those cassette things? You guys remember the cassette things that you would have like a bunch of cassettes?
Yeah.
Carry it next to you and you would clip on your Walkman, you know? Those were the days. Those were the days, man.
Those were the good days, man. That's why we on this show, man. Because we made it. We seen that stuff. So anyway, So that was the beginning of the end of us making speakers and all that stuff, because wires all of a sudden nobody wanted wires underneath the rug to connect speakers and ropes in the carpet and everything started going wireless. Technology started really changing quick. And so let me see, through the record, through the relationships we had, and through us doing this surround sound music stuff, we have met a whole bunch of different people. And one of them was Steve Berman, who was at Universal. And when I was working in the labels, I used to go through all of these. So I'm familiar with all these cats. But my tech guys don't know who these people are. So, you know, my boss, like Noel is meeting Jimmy. And I'm like, Jimmy, I mean, I'm like, nigga, you gone. This is it. I was like, this is it. So they get to talking and everything. I don't know all the particulars about how they came up with the whole headphone idea and this and that, but I know they came up with the headphone idea and I was there. And that was the game-changing moment in music and entertainment history, because when we came out with those headphones, it was unheard of that somebody was selling a $300 pair of headphones. You understand? That was outrageous. And for what? But when you put them on, you heard the sound out of those things.
And they tell the people what's the name of these headphones?
And culturally, it was bananas. Oh, Beats by Dre.
Beats by Dre.
So when we dropped those, when we started working on those, and Jimmy put his hand on them and made them rock stars. Like, I've never seen a product become a rock star. People will fight for them. You know what I mean?
So you were there when the seed was planted for this huge successful project.
So I got this prototype, and I'm like, I'm a young dude. This is like 2004, because Beats came out. We came out in 2005. That's when they were really released. And I remember going to, this is when they had Virgin Records was still around, and Tower was still around.
Oh, I remember those.
I'm soliciting them because I got friends who work in there. I'm soliciting them. They're like, yo, we need to do this launch big and try to do some things. And you know, we got the biggest guy in the business, Jimmy, with us, Dre with us. We got Noel with us. I mean, it's an incredible lineup. So I think I got off the track. So I got the prototype. I'm down here with Ace Hood. I'm scared to death. I don't really want them touching the headphones and dealing with the headphones and everything, because I'm like, I'm gonna lose my job. If somebody break these things or the earmuff drop off or anything, I'm not the guy making them. So I'm not in the engineering department. I don't know how sturdy these things are. I got them in a Pelican case, right? And the Pelican case was cut out perfectly and everything. I mean, it looked like, you would think like I was on some Mission Impossible type shit, because I got the shits and I'm holding on to them. Nobody can get them. I was thinking about handcuffing them shits to my wrist. Crazy.
Understand, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically priceless. This is the prototype before the Beats headphone go out there and go into mass production. One of these prototypes is literally priceless. There's so much money that goes into the production of the very first one, and he was there.
Yeah, everybody would want to get their hands on it. Sony, Panasonic, anybody, any of the competitors would love to have this prototype.
Listen, man, it's 2004, man. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not thinking about what he just said. Never even crossed my. But I'm sure. It's just like when you go to China, you gotta you bring a new computer so that they can't wipe off and steal your information. It was all the theft in technology was crazy, but I'm not thinking about that. But I'm thinking about if these joints break, what's going to happen? And I got everybody wanting to see them because people are hearing about them a little bit and this and that. And I'm like, yo. So I get them. Ace Hood, they doing the video. What's the name of the video? What was the name of that video?
Cash flow.
Cash flow.
That's the joint. My money.
Man, I had a meeting with Gil that morning. He's telling me, yo, it's gonna be dope. We're gonna get your placement and everything. And I'm not telling him what my concerns are with these prototypes. I get to the video shoot. It's 1,000 motherfuckers. 1,000. Everybody there. Fab, Joe, Baby, everybody, and they all want to see the headphones.
Rick Ross is in it, right? The boss?
Dog, everybody, yeah, Rick, everybody there. And they all want to check out the headphones. I'm like, but we worked through it, man. It was a beautiful time. That's probably the first time you're going to actually see Beats in that video. You're going to also see a lot of other product in that video. There's Monster, like the amps and everything like that, and some speakers and different things. So that's what I used to do. I used to do mad, crazy, dope placements and didn't really know until later on in life what they were really worth. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the things, those are the moments that blew brands up.
Historic moments, iconic moments.
We blew. I mean, those are moments. We're responsible for doing so much that takes a brand to the stratosphere. But at the end of the day, we're young, having fun, and just doing our thing. We ain't thinking about that. It took years, man, years. I didn't even think about my worth until like much later. You know what I'm saying? Much later.
You didn't understand the concept of equity, ownership.
I had no idea. I was happy. I'm flying around. I'm at all the hotels. I'm at all the events. I'm at everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm looking good. You know what I mean? I ain't doing that no more. Right now, I'm doing Twisted. We blowing this up. This is what we doing. You're my man Jamal. You want to see us in the city near you soon. Trust me.
You were there to plant the seed to a multi-billion-dollar project, and I can see it now. I see you planting the seed for something huge coming in the future.
That's what we doing, man.
I love your brand. I love the concept. I mean, I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. I mean, it's just amazing.
New drip.
Iconic brand from Harlem. Go out there and check it out, man. This is just the beginning. We're just planting the seed for something that's going to go huge.
So we had a good time here today. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of nice stuff. People to come check out. If you're ever in Harlem,
listen,
make sure you come out to Twisted and represent.
200 West 140th Street. Right off 75. Come see me. It's good.
We appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate y'all, man.
One love and respect always.
I really got a lot of shit to do.
You already know.
You know what I mean? Stop.
Come to Harlem. Come check them out.
Forget, you see that? Wow.
All sports stars, all sports stars, all sports stars. All sports stars, all sports stars, all sports stars. You hear that name that they call, you number one of them stats. Show him what you can do with that basketball. He can switch it up and run track. She's nice with the gymnastics and ice skates, that's facts. Backstrokes in the swimming pool, look at you getting lapped. He in the field, hitting part and play any sport, no cap. This all sports stars, who put young stars on the map. Now you know it's a done deal, who can put rap on the track.
You could be Spud Webb Lil with a little heart you can't lack. Dish that all sports stars, all sports stars, all sports stars. All sports stars, all sports stars, all sports stars. Where's your gloves and your bat? Let's play football, get smacked. You could be too tall with two dogs. When you lose, give that. We ain't no sore winners, bro. We'll give you a chance to run it back. Here's your chance to double up. Damn, you blew it, now give me that. We the champs, you know what's up. Beat you in the game like Pity Pat. This is all sports, bruh. This big thing's no mini match. Now you know it's a done deal. We could put rap on the track. You could be Spud Webb Lil with a little heart you can't lack. Dish that all sports stars, all sports stars, all sports stars. All sports stars, all sports stars, all sports stars.
I'm on my way to grow. They chant I'm on the spotlight, my chance to steal the show. I try to have a good time, I'm gonna win it all. I'm wearing all sports stars, I'm going for the home. There's no way I'm stepping back, no matter how it goes. Cause if I lose I'll come back, I'm gonna be a pro. I'm gonna be a star. One day I'm gonna be a star. All
sports stars, all sports